The main character energy is high, but your morning coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Realize your free trial of being a tiny apex predator has expired and you have to settle for being a professional floor cloud for the rest. You realize it is finally the weekend and the existential dread briefly leaves your body. You're on a diet, but the snacks are playing hard to get. That's not a cat, that's a furry Olympic athlete training for the 100-meter lunge. Your mom says you can't leave the bath until you are behind the ears clean, but you are already 5 minutes late to go be a menace with the boys. Would you like me to write a few more options with different comedic styles? That if he uses the same tracks on the way back, the winter monsters will never be able to count how many cats are actually out here. Looking like a single-file gingerbread man. The ultimate kitchen nightmare, being cornered by 4 fluffy clouds who definitely know where the snacks are hidden. I'm not sure if I'm the chef or the main course at this point. Welcome to the White Fluff Mob. Would you like me to help you brainstorm some more captions for this video? This cat is tilting its head to track the cheese pull suggests he is either a structural engineer or boss asks for that report you definitely finished, but your cat has already filed it under the desk for permanent storage. Your parents are ready for a grandchild, but all they get is a husky in pajamas and a massive attitude. Friend says they are not hungry, but then starts eyeing your plate like a professional scavenger. POV, you successfully finished a family-sized bag of chips and now you have to delete the evidence before anyone gets home. 101 Dalmatians sequel budget really hit the floor when they realized the threshold was their only weakness. You realize that the neighborhood watch is actually quite friendly. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the exact moment the laundry fought back and won. Trying to stay out of the drama, but you also really need to hear the rest of the tea. Evidence is in the oven, but the guilt is in the hallway. That is the face of a dog who knows exactly what happened to dinner and is currently... You are 100% sea creature but 0% ready to give up on your dream of becoming a professional surfer. You wanted a Rottweiler but accidentally adopted a personal trainer who was obsessed with your cardio. For a roommate who was into gardening, and instead I got a demolition expert who works receipts. At this point, I am not even the owner of this house, I am just the cleanup crew for a tiny feathered interior decorator with zero respect for my security.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no.
Long-distance relationships are hard, but the long-distance slap is harder. Your friends ask what your plans are for the fall, but you are already 5 pumpkins deep into a solo snack session. One does not simply eat a pumpkin, one must become the pumpkin. This is Your roommates wake you up at 3 a.m. just to show you their new DJ deck, but you are the literal vinyl. orange cat behavior is peaking. Most cats treat a single drop of water like a biological. Your gym membership expires but your orange cat energy doesn't. Try to speak their language but your cat is the CEO of judgmental silence. My performance was clearly a 1-star review for this Amazon delivery. You try to set up a perimeter but your dog clearly studied ghost mechanics and just phased right through the wire. Proof that fences are merely a suggestion when there is a backyard to conquer. You are a literal wiener dog but the grill is still out of reach. That is some top-tier emotional damage right there. Your vacation request finally gets approved and you reach peak levels of unbothered. Trying to meet a deadline but your supervisor is micromanaging every single keystroke. You finally hit that one specific spot behind the ear and his soul briefly leaves his body.